Ah,
Hey, everybody. You know what time of year it is? It's the holiday. Happy holiday. So, Brian, tell us what's going on today? What are we discussing?
so we are talking about the Karate Kid. 1984 Karate Kid, not the one with Jaden Smith that should be really called like Kung Fu Kid, but I don't know why they called it the Karate Kid. I guess it makes it more appealing in some way. Should have been Kung Fu Kid, but
Yeah, and the reason we're doing this is to prepare for
Cobra Kai,
Cobra Kai season 3 review, which we're gonna put up the same way we did the Mando review.
right? So basically why we're doing this, we want to do the Cobra Kai review. I've never watched the Karate Kid 2 and the Karate Kid 3, and I didn't watch the one after that, but before the Karate Kid like reboot. And Mr. Miyagi was such a positive, influential figure uh in so many ways in pop culture, especially being an Asian American,
Hmm.
having that kind of representation. And I wanna say that um as a self-identified Asian American, um, my parents, they're Vietnamese refugees, and I'm not Japanese, right? But I do appreciate Asian representation in the movies, and it's something that I aspire to do myself in the film industry. And maybe some people might say they're preying on stereotypes, or they're preying on this or that or image, but in my honest personal opinion, it was refreshing to see him and how he led people, and it was such a positive light, right?
Yeah, he was such a positive influence. He was a
like
beautiful
like
person.
like this guy really did it with the whole wax on wax off, that's sort of like the pop culture, right, that people know. And so we're talking a 1984 American martial arts drama film written by Robert Mark Common, directed by John G. Adilson, Avidson.
Yeah, and it's actually the same director and the same composer that did the Rocky movies, also did Karate Kid.
Yeah, it's super awesome. So I don't think, should we do a recap of this? Not really, right?
We
Like,
can
or
do a
like
little bit, but I'm
quick
really
synopsis.
interested in hearing more about your take about like the Asian American kind of cultural impact because like from outside looking in, like it seems to me like yeah, I definitely get it. Asian Americans have been underrepresented in pop culture. They say it all started with Bruce Lee. He was the one who that first broke through and became like a phenomenon.
Well, I mean, he beat Chuck Norris,
Yeah.
right? It wasn't like, for me, it wasn't whitewashed. It was this guy, and then he didn't need another person to swoop in and be his savior, right?
Mm.
Like, he beat Chuck Norris, the
That's
guy
kind
that
of
we
like
had.
we could do like the chubby version of that.
Dude, the
Like
second I
you
throw a
be
kick,
chubby, Bruce Lee, I'll be
you're
chubby.
falling on my rear end, man. I'm taking you with me. All right. Come on, we're too out of shape for that. We can try, if
Hold
the
on,
audience wants us
give me
to
a
try,
second. Okay, let's go.
let's go for it. But yeah, yeah, so it starts off. Kid moves into California with his mom from Newark, New Jersey.
Wait, hold up. Going back to the Asian thing though. So Bruce Lee was first, right?
Well, I mean, I
Like
I
not because I remember not only did the Asian kids want to be Bruce Lee growing up, like everybody wanted to be Bruce Lee growing up.
yeah, because he was just so badass. Like, Bruce Lee was the pinnacle of what the human body could do in a fight.
Mm.
Like there are videos of him playing ping pong with nunchuck sticks.
Yeah, I saw that. It's
And
amazing.
I was like, what? Get out of here. No way. So Bruce Lee was the guy that really, like, people aspired to be, and he was strength for the sake of strength. Like they didn't make a movie with him and show him as like what people consider like the weak Asian guy, the nerd, the sidekick. No, it was never the sidekick. It was this movie is starring Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee is the guy. That's what people pay to see, right? That's what it was, and it was so refreshing to see that Mr. Miyagi.
So do you think Mr. Miyagi was the biggest culturally significant Asian American in pop culture since Bruce Lee?
That I know of,
Yeah,
like
I'm trying to think. I think so too.
that I personally know of, right? Like my history is a little limited because this movie came out before I was born, right?
Yeah.
But even though it came out before I was born, I didn't watch it in theaters. I still could relate to it. I still watched it. I still loved it, right? And it affected a lot of people,
Yeah,
right?
this was one of those Channel 11 WPIX movies.
Like this was something that people loved, watched, and cherished, right? And Mr. Miyagi, without Mr. Miyagi, you wouldn't have a movie.
Mm.
Like you could
Oh yeah, he made the movie. He got
yeah.
actually nominated for Best Supporting Actor in
Did
for
he
the
win?
Oscars. Yep.
Did he win that?
He didn't win. He was nominated.
Oh, well, like honestly, I think you could have replaced Daniel San, right, with someone else. You could have like you take him, you replace him. I'm pretty sure you can still have a
Oh, that's interesting. So it's like flipping it where it's like
Karate Kid.
usually the Asian is replaceable and in this time like the
Yeah,
white guy is more
but this
replaceable.
but the way that he did it, right? That's not replaceable. Like what he did, I don't consider that replaceable. I think that you could have taken whoever played Danny Russo, made it someone else, and there you go.
Hmm.
Like there's a lot of actors like in Cobra Kai that we saw, and not to get too much into it, but there's a lot of actors that can play his profile, like tip of my tongue, the guy that played Marty McFly, um, Back to the Future.
Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, yeah. Like you could have put him, and I could have figured that it might have been even more entertaining if it was Michael J. Fox playing it.
Yeah. Or like
Then
Johnny Depp if he was around back then.
yeah, so so the Mr. Miyagi is definitely, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have a Mr. Miyagi that was just culturally profound. So he starts as a janitor person, right? But he has a lot of depth of character, and I like how they played it, and they gave him humanity throughout the movie. Like his wife passed away, his unborn kid, complications. Like he's a drunk a bit, but they humanized him, right? And they made him not an arrogant prick, right? And the way that he was teaching him, he wasn't doing it in a way that made him he wasn't doing it because it's like of ego or like I'm holier than thou, right? It wasn't like Cobra Kai where you had the sensei and he's like no mercy, right? He was like what belt? What the way that he was like belt only holds like the khakis, right? He was able to play that humble figure, like J.C. Penney, belt, whatever.
Humble and wise also.
So he played that well, and he did it very deliberately, and that was the cultural impact. What about? All right, I've been ranting. I've been talking about 99% of the way. What do you think?
Oh, I think he was great. I mean, just thinking about Bruce Lee and Mr. Miyagi, like Bruce Lee is the kind of guy you want to be like, and Mr. Miyagi is the kind of guy like you wish was your uncle, you know?
Yeah,
Like super caring, super nurturing, just very
free
warm.
car on your birthday, huh?
What's that?
Free car on your birthday, huh?
Free what?
Free car on your birthday.
Yeah. Talk about a great uncle.
Yeah,
But
like
since then, who do you think has been like the biggest Asian name?
Jackie Chan.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, I mean the guy had his own cartoon series. He had Jackie Chan Adventures, for crying out loud.
But is he like he's more comedic, right?
He's got some serious roles in there. He's got comedic, action, and he's got some serious stuff in there, but mostly comedic. Yeah, I wouldn't imagine him in a comedic role.
We need another Asian American hero, and I think it could be Brian Toe.
Yeah, trying to get there. Um, so to
We could
everyone
do a
else,
remake of the Karate Kid.
happy holidays, everyone. Not Merry Christmas. It's Happy Holidays. Trying to get that audience. Anyway, um, yeah, it's definitely different. I would say that I feel like the way that I want to talk about this is more like the cultural impact and the fact that well, this movie is like 36 years old.
Wow,
It's 36 years old, and we're still watching it, and it's still relevant.
it was critically acclaimed. It was
Yeah,
like a sleeper hit. It wasn't supposed to be a blockbuster movie. Because look at it, they didn't have a big budget. There's no special effects. It's just basically
it's an $8 million budget and a box office in just only U.S. and Canada of $100 million.
ooh, boom, boom,
That's
boom.
that's a that's like a that's a really good return on investment.
Oh yeah,
Like let's not even kid. That's a phenomenal return on investment, even that it's only like domestic box office, right? Like that's something special. And the soundtrack and everything was like very
oh, I love the soundtrack.
yeah. So
The
it won.
song in like the last scene when he's about to
So
the crane kick.
yeah, he was nominated. It was nominated Pat Morita
Yeah,
nominated Best Supporting Actor in a Role Academy Awards, Golden Globes nominated. It won Best Motion Picture Drama in Young Artist Awards, Best Supporting Actress. Was it her? I don't think it's the mom. I think it wasn't the girlfriend, right?
no, I don't think so. But look it up. Now that you're there,
Elizabeth Shue, known for her roles. But my question is, what did she play as? Like, I don't.
what's her
The
name?
picture doesn't look like it.
Text me your name.
Let me Google it right now. What is she known for? I think she was uh she was the girlfriend.
She was.
Yeah, she was Ali.
Oh, okay.
She was the Ali. Yeah. So that's why it was like she deserves it. So it's very it was very well done.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, it's just the classic. It's kind of like one of those archetype movies, like the hero's journey. You ever heard about that?
what do you mean? Elaborate for the audience. I haven't heard of it either.
So the hero's journey is basically when a young person is introduced into a new world and they're faced with a lot of challenges
Okay.
and basically usually there's like an older wise person that helps them in their journey and eventually the person conquers whatever is the main threat. So like King Arthur is a hero's journey, Star Wars is a hero's journey, and like Karate Kid is a hero's journey.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. So I can see that. So wh- why did why exactly did we pick this particular movie, or why is that exactly that we picked Cobra Kai? And this like there
Cobra
was a
Kai is an awesome show.
no, there was a reason that we specifically went to Cobra Kai because of how impactful that was, right? Like Cobra Kai the dojo, right? And then the way that they what's his name? The anti-hero?
Johnny?
John no, but I'm trying to remember the actor's name.
Oh, he's actually got a Polish last name. Hold on, let me look it up.
No, it's not. No, so Ralph Macchio played um Danny LaRusso, and the guy that played the bully Johnny Lawrence was portrayed by William Zabka,
Yeah,
also known as Billy Zabka,
that's
an
a Polish
American
name right there.
actor, martial artist, screenwriter, director, producer, best known for the role of Johnny Lawrence in Karate Kid. So let to make it really, really clear, that movie, not only did they develop Mr. Miyagi and Johnny Lawrence, they also developed the anti-heroes very well. Like they gave them a lot of depth, don't you think?
I think that comes more in the series, but
Like even in the movie, but they set that up in the movie with Cobra Kai.
yeah, for sure. They planted the seed with the leader, like the sensei of Cobra Kai being a war veteran.
Right. Like people also like the way that they made that contrasting styles and everything. Like you had a belt system over there, and then Mr. Miyagi's like no bad student, only bad teacher.
Mm. Yeah, there's so many good quotes from there.
So and it's like I think Johnny Lawrence in Cobra Kai, he's the focus, right? Like they took it away from Karate Kid. They made it Johnny Lawrence. They did him justice. Like I like in How I Met Your Mother, right? You ever watch that series, How I Met Your Mother?
No,
So Neil Patrick Harris plays this character, and he basically goes like, I don't respect Danny LaRusso from the Karate Kid because Johnny Lawrence should have won that tournament because Johnny Lawrence was a man of discipline, hard work, and actually knew martial arts. And then they brought uh, Danny LaRusso as like some hack character, so he's making fun of Danny LaRusso from Karate Kid, and I kind of get it, right? Like I kind of get it. So with that in mind, I feel like Johnny Lawrence was less replaceable than Daniel LaRusso as an actor. Like I think that they could have replaced Ralph Macchio with someone else easier than they could have replaced the Johnny Lawrence. Maybe it's controversial what I'm saying. I don't know. What do
why
you
do you
think?
feel that way?
Because the way that that guy's built, right? The way that he's built, the way that he has his intensity, the way that he has his bullying nature, the way that he has this, like when he sees Ralph Macchio come in, and he has this like slick smile on his face, like, haha, you want to learn karate from this dojo of all the dojos that you walk into? I feel like he has a lot more subtlety and complexity as an actor.
Hmm.
Like I feel like he's a lot more developed as an actor and as a martial artist than what Danny LaRusso did.
Yeah, I think he does a great job in this series for sure. Cobra Kai.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I kind of feel like he doesn't get a chance to shine that much in this movie, but when he
yeah,
does,
and
he
that's sort of
definitely nails it.
right. So I'm sort of happy that they're doing him reverse justice via Cobra Kai.
Doesn't it give you like a weird feeling that you're rooting for like someone who is so malicious though?
No, but the thing is that like, all right, for the audience, before you judge me, go watch Cobra Kai. All right, go watch Cobra Kai, and you tell me you're gonna feel the same about Johnny Lawrence after you watch Cobra Kai. All right, but
Last I checked, he's a drunk that beats up teenagers.
he didn't beat up the teenagers, did he?
Okay, first
Oh,
episode, bro.
oh
Just
wow.
in the parking lot.
All right, I'm a really terrible influence for the audience, right? Um,
No, but that's okay if your
anyway,
heart's in the right place to do that kind of stuff.
my
But
heart's in the right place. I'm being redeemed by my friend Michael. Um, this guy goes through a lot of training. He goes through a lot of hell. He does a lot of preparation. And then Danny LaRusso in the span of like 2 months. What was the time before the tournament? A month or two?
Well, the movie starts when he starts the new school, so it's September to December 19th.
No, but they mentioned how long the tournament.
The tournament was December 19th.
So like he had 2 3 months, right? Something like that. And I'm like, you mean to tell me a guy that's Johnny Lawrence is consistently training in no mercy, hardcore karate, right? Is taken out by a guy that knows crane style, right? That's like my one gripe in the movie because that's not a real thing.
Yeah, yeah, that'll never happen.
Like, first of all, that's not a real thing, and two, I feel like Johnny Lawrence would be too talented and too capable to be able to be attacked that in that fashion. Or I think like block or something. Like no one can defend. I'm like, that was a little iffy for me. But for show, it was kind of nice. I feel like nowadays when we have YouTube and the internet and all this vast information and all this development and stuff in karate and stuff, that I guess looking backwards like 36 years later, you're like, that's bullshit, right?
Yeah,
But like back then, everyone's like, that is so cool,
yeah.
right?
But did you know karate actually exploded after this movie was released? Karate really wasn't a thing that people studied in the US.
That's the cultural impact.
Yeah, it basically created the boom of karate dojos. Have you ever met somebody that says karate instead of karate?
I've seen it said in cartoons that it's karate.
Yeah, somebody, I used to train kung fu.
Is it really called karate?
Yeah, that's how the Japanese pronounce it.
I believe that. Like we're all saying it wrong because we're all Americans.
Yeah, but I kind of felt like this guy was kind of smug about it, you know?
Yeah. So it's definitely cool. And I honestly, I think we're gonna watch what the second one and the third one.
And the third one. And then
Are we gonna watch the fourth and fifth one too, or no?
fourth is the next Karate Kid.
No, yeah, that one's not gonna count, right?
Uh, is
Like,
Miyagi in
like,
that one?
like Cobra Kai. Like, I think is that the pickup after the first movie, or is it, or like what's the how they pick it up? As in like based on just the first movie alone, or is it based off the three movies?
No, it definitely takes the three movies. I don't know about the fourth one. I I would guess.
I I think for the interest of time in our audience, we'll do the first three. Then we'll jump into Cobra Kai for them.
Now we got to do it. We got to do the next Karate Kid because Miyagi is in it.
Oh, well, in that case, yeah, we have to do it. If Miyagi's in it, we have to do it. So
I wonder if they'll bring in this actress back to the show, Hilary Swank.
it's gonna be interesting. I mean, gotta bring in back whoever you gotta bring back, right? So yeah, I mean, well, you have something to add?
I'm just looking up Pat Morita's like actual ethnicity.
He's Japanese, no?
Born in California.
He's born in California, but he's Japanese, no?
His father from
He's
Japanese.
a Japanese American actor. Uh, Voice actor and comedian. He also played the Emperor in Mulan 2. Did you know that? In Mulan and Mulan 2.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
And his father was immigrated to California from Japan, from the island of Kyushu, and then his mother had also emigrated from to California and had that's the Bay Area.
Oh, he was on Happy Days.
I didn't watch that movie.
That was a TV series.
I didn't watch that TV series.
Everybody said he was a really cool guy.
I mean, that's his legacy, right? Like, after he passes away, everyone's still respecting him. That's the legacy. That's a legacy I want to leave, Michael.
Okay.
So
So you want to leave what legacy? That you're a cool guy?
exactly. Uh, yeah. I mean, that's all I really had to say in terms of Karate Kid. If you have something else, we'll bounce off of it. Otherwise, I guess we'll get on to the second movie.
No, I'm good, man. I just wanted to, let's see. It was a great film. It was a feel-good film. It was the first time I ever watched it from beginning to end, straight.
But you had the commercials too on Amazon. They had like they were
Yeah.
showing commercials.
I definitely see why it was so appealing.
Oh yeah.
Like every kid that was ever bullied in school, when they saw that movie, they were probably like, you know, they wanted to join karate classes, and that's why all the karate dojos opened up.
Oh yeah. It makes sense. So what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a good place to wrap up. I just got to say that I'm gonna go shower and I'm gonna actually shave my beard for the holiday season. I want to be a little slick for jolly old Saint Nick.
Oh,
So you could take the last like 5 to 10 minutes to say like goodbye to my beard and express what it means to you.
your beard. It took me like 11 months to grow this to a point where then I had to like shape it up.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I don't want to be a stereotypical guy, but I heard like for Asians it takes really long to grow
It
facial
took a
hair.
really long time, right? It's not being stereotypical. This was a fact. Like it grew up to this point, and this length, like from here to there, right? Everything else I had to like cut up a bit, right? But this one hair, like this much, right?
That's been
Took
growing your whole life, right?
this took me like 10 like 8 like 10 months.
Wow.
And like this little whisker up to this point to here took like also 10 months to get to this point where I'm like trying to twirl it. Yeah.
Oh, you're
So
gonna do a twirl?
dude, I'm gonna do the mustache thing. Like I got mustache
You're gonna
wax.
do the Fu Manchu?
Dude, I'm gonna go for it. Like
Nice.
I'm gonna twirl this up. It'll be happy holidays.
Nice, man. All
All
right,
right,
so
guys.
just whatever you want to, say to my beard.
Well, there's nothing I want to say to your beard.
Oh wow, that was mean. Well, if anyone wants to say, goodbye to my beard, for now it's coming back. Like I said, I'm just gonna get slick for jolly old Saint Nick for a little bit. But if anybody wants to leave a comment in the comment section about my beard, you know, make sure to do so.
Guys, comments about Michael's beard. All right, make him feel good.
Make my beard feel good.
Your beard looks nice. Like I gotta say, I got beard envy because I can't get that full bushy beard. Like it's not possible. I can't get the whole thing to connect like you do.
That's right.
So go for it. All right.
All right. All right. Till next time, audience.
Till next time. All right. Peace
Holidays.
out.